Welcome to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm your host, Avery Cooper. Your stream co-sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. I'm here on the phone with Taylorville Mayor Bruce Berry. How's it going, Mayor?
Good, Avery. How are you doing today?
Well, my bracket is about busted, but I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Like we spoke earlier, my bracket got busted a couple days ago also, but I still enjoy watching the basketball games.
Yeah.
It's too bad Illinois didn't go any further, but, wish them, they had a great season anyway, and so we'll root on them again next year.
In my opinion, they just ran into a red-hot Houston team. Goodness.
We could be, if we played Houston 10 times, we might be able to beat them 2 or 3, but they probably beat us the majority of the time. So,
yeah.
So let's talk about city business.
Yes, let's talk about city business. Well, before we get into the city council meeting that you have coming up tonight, I wanted to give you a chance to talk about the 8th grade volleyball team.
Well, yeah, I went up to watch them play. Unfortunately, they lost their first game, or they won their first game in the Elite Eight on Friday night, and lost the semifinal game to a fine Quincy squad. We lost it in 3 sets. We played well, and then we bounced back and got 3rd place in the state. So I just wanted to, what a great job our volleyball at the junior high has done. The 7th grade made it to the state, and the 8th grade brought home the 3rd place trophy.
Congratulations to them. Also, something else that happened over the weekend, their YMCA here in Taylorville, the Christian County YMCA, it's named, had a 3-on-3 basketball tournament.
Yeah, I drove by there in the morning going to the Muhammad to watch the volleyball team, and could not believe the amount of cars that were at there. And I know they hosted their annual 3-on-3 tournament. They hadn't been able to have it the last couple of years, but great work by Bruce Blancham, the new director at the YMCA, and it was great seeing the parking lot filled, and I'm waiting to hear on some of the results. So I know a group of our 7th grade girls won their age group, and I saw that. But just if everyone would call in their results, I'd like to know all that.
I'll have to inquire for you. I know that Bruce Blanchard said that every single spot in the parking lot had been filled for that tournament. So.
Right, and then I think there were some people parking on the grass and everything well. So, like I said, it's great to see our Y back opening and welcoming people, not only from Taylorville, but from the whole Christian County area. And I heard there was teams from Bloomington and Champaign and Hillsborough and all that. So, great to see Taylorville open for business.
Now, some people have been receiving letters regarding their electrical service. What are these letters, and what is it that you'd like people to know?
Well, each year we contract with a group called CIMEC, and they've had us with the Home Field Energy out of Collinsville for the last few years. But this year, with their negotiations, they were unable to supply a better rate than what Ameren does. So people getting letters about this. And I just like to tell the people they don't have to do anything. They'll automatically go back to Ameren, as Ameren is the lowest supplier in our area right now. And so they don't have to do a thing, and they'll automatically go to Ameren and get the lowest possible rate. So like I said, just hold tight. Don't do anything. You'll automatically switch back to Ameren, and everything should be good.
Understood. So if you would, can you provide a quick overview of some of the things that you're going to look at the city council meeting tonight?
Well, I'm just going through the agenda there. We're going to approve a business development district with Florinda's. We're going to sign some maintenance estimates. We're going to sign up. We got a bid for improving the Illini Drive, a much needed road in Taylorville that needs approved. We'll approve that. And we're approving an engineering agreement and things like that. I know what a lot of people are probably interested in is we're going to lay the groundwork for a marijuana dispensary. I have not talked to anybody. I have not gotten any letters about people putting a marijuana dispensary in. I think the council just took it upon ourselves. We need to get ready in case some company wants to put one in. I have mixed feelings on that. I don't know if we'll ever be able to get one or if we even want one. So, but all we're doing tonight is voting on to get the proper groundwork, get our ordinances in places in case that ever happens. So, don't want people to be alarmed. We're not approving any marijuana dispensary. That will be later discussed, and we're just getting the groundwork in case somebody does approach us.
Got it. Understood. So now, in other words, you are just going over ordinances if
Right.
and when a business does approach the city of Taylorville.
That's correct. That's correct.
Okay. I suppose that if there was a marijuana dispensary that came to city of Taylorville, and this is a big assumption, assuming that the city council approved it, that would that provide any extra sort of taxes for the city of Taylorville to bring in to add into that balance sheet a little bit more?
Well,
How does that work?
basically, all I've read about is, how the influx of cash to other communities that have them. I have not done any of the studies on it. I don't know if it'd be worth it for us or not to get involved in it. It is legal now, whether you're morally against it, morally for it. The council's not here to decide the
Got it.
morality of anyone. It's just something that we have to be put in place in case somebody comes in here and wants to possibly open up. There'll be plenty more discussion for the people to decide. And so I just suggest if you had an opinion to call your alderman, let them know what you're thinking. And the council will probably decide in the future if anyone is interested in opening up one in Taylorville.
Kind of started that statement with that you've mentioned that, maybe somebody who, I just want to make sure I got this right, that maybe somebody who would partake in marijuana, if there's not one available in, say, the surrounding area that they live in, they're just going to go to the next available area.
Correct. I think there's 3 in Springfield. I think Decatur did opt out of it. I know that I think there's one in Litchfield, one in Charleston. So they're available to the people that would like to participate in that. And like I said, the city would look at a possible revenue source for us if there was one to open. I have no idea if the
Right.
city would be looking at 30, 40, 50,000, or if it'd be $500,000. So
Right.
that's something that the city council will take in the future.
But in short, though, it is a bit of a concern that people would take their dollars that could be spent in, say, Taylorville, and then they would go over to Springfield.
Exactly.
Right.
We're trying to get everyone to spend their money in Taylorville, and hopefully that will happen not only now, but in the future.
Okay. A little bit of lighter subject. What is Florinda's?
Florinda's is the pizza place, Italian restaurant on the east side of the square. I'm surprised you haven't been there,
I
Avery.
haven't been there yet.
I'm going to give you a personal invite. I would love to take you to lunch there.
All right.
It could be today because they're closed on Monday. But any day that you're open for lunch this week or next, give me a call and I will take you to lunch and I will buy your lunch.
Oh my goodness, I'm going to take you up on that.
Great, great restaurant in our downtown area, and she's doing some upgrading, and so that's part of the BDD area. So we will give her some BDD funds to upgrade her store and her look on the exterior.
For those who aren't familiar, what is BDD?
It's our business development district.
Got it.
We do charge the 1% extra sales tax, which most people don't even notice when they go buy it, but it gives us money to rehab our downtown area plus any other business or property that's located in our area.
All right, let me reintroduce you, Mr. Mayor, and then we'll continue our conversation after a quick break. That is Taylorville Mayor Bruce Berry here on the WTIM Morning Show, your stream co-sponsored by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark, and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first.
This is a station editorial. I'm Randall J. Miller, station president. I'm here to invite you to the 115th annual Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce banquet on Friday, May 6th at the Pillars Event Center. Social hour starts at 5:30, dinner at approximately 6:30, and the program following featuring Chamber President Sarah Van Huss giving remarks and announcing the awards for Boss of the Year, Citizen of the Year, and Volunteer of the Year. Following the awards, you'll be treated to a video myself and lots of other people have worked on for months to celebrate WTIM's 70th anniversary on the air. The station signed on January 20th, 1952. And this year, we're not only celebrating with lots of features being heard on WTIM with those that were part of the station's past, but on May 6th, we're footing the entire bill for the Chamber banquet, so it'll be turned into a fundraiser for 3 important local nonprofit organizations. Local performer Gracia Harrison will perform during both the social hour and during dinner, and it'll be a delicious plated dinner with dessert, all provided by Angelo's Catering. 50% of the ticket sales will go to the Greater Taylorville Chamber of Commerce to continue their work in being the gateway to the community, promoting local business on a daily basis. 25% of ticket sales will go to the Taylorville Public Schools Foundation, helping acquire, develop, and distribute financial and other resources to enhance the quality and effectiveness of education for all students, staff, parents, and the community at large in the Taylorville School District. And 25% of the Chamber banquet ticket sales will go to the great work done by the Taylorville Food Pantry. Tickets are $50 each, or a table of 8 is $360 and can be purchased at the Chamber office on the second floor of U.S. Bank on the south side of the Taylorville Square. Only 175 tickets are available, and as of March 17th, almost a quarter of the tickets have already been sold. It'll be a great evening of celebrating the Chamber's work in the community and to celebrate WTIM's 70th anniversary. I hope you'll get your tickets as soon as possible to help WTIM and the Chamber raise money for these great local nonprofit organizations.
Man, I wish there was someone that could wash my dirty windows.
Window Genie can do that. They clean windows and a whole lot more. Window Genie is now available in your community and can help wash the winter off your home. They are a neighborly company specializing in window cleaning, window tinting, pressure washing, gutter cleaning, deck cleaning, and more.
This is owner Jerry Lowry. I invite you to call me today at 217-675-7711 and let us help you improve the look and value of your home.
Window Genie. We clean windows and a whole lot more.
Computer Techniques, also known as CTI, is bringing fiber internet to local homes and businesses. For lag-free internet with speeds up to 1 gig, find out more by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Westervelt Mutual Insurance has always been there to provide the best coverage and protection we could find for our home, and will continue to do so for years to come. Find an agent near you by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Welcome back to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm your host, Avery Cooper. Your stream co-sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. And Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. I'm here on the phone with Taylorville Mayor Bruce Berry. And Mr. Mayor, you told me off the phone there just a moment ago that, well, the East Main Cross project is starting very, very soon.
Right. We talked to the contractors there last week. They're going to start blocking the road off East Main from Cherokee to Walnut. Next Monday, the 28th, they'll be putting the barricades up and starting work on the 29th. And we're going to have our own groundbreaking ceremony 2 weeks from today, April 4th at 10 a.m. And so invite the public and also, of course, you, Avery, to come, and we'll get started on that much needed project on East Main. You know, we got this so-called fast track grant. We were able to secure it back in May of 2020. So it's been almost 2 years before we went through all the hoops and to jump them. And so we're going to finally start that project. They promised me March 28th. So we'll do that there next week, and we'll have the groundbreaking in 2 weeks.
Could you imagine what the non-fast track version of the grant would have been?
Exactly. And like I said this before, but I wanted to thank former Taylorville resident Tim Dre for all his work. He's the president of the AFL-CIO union, and he's the one that showed me the way and pointed me in the right direction for us to be able to secure this grant. So we're getting about $2 million worth of street work and sewers and water and everything. It was a basically $1.5 million grant from the state. So thanks to Tim Dre for that.
Awesome. So what else do you have going on right now, or things that you're looking forward to in the next, couple weeks or months?
Well, just look forward to the things that are happening in Taylorville. I know Farm and Home bought out Big R. They're planning a big addition out there in that area on 104, and look forward to that. I know they're going to demolish one of the houses that sits to the east of there and build I think it's a 17,000 square foot facility. And the talk around the town now is what's the schools going to do? Are they going to build a new sports complex, a new auditorium for our arts and things? And like I said, it seems like a lot of things are happening in Taylorville, and just want to tell people to be patient and give us a chance, and hopefully what we do in the next year or 2, 3 years will be what Taylorville needs and wants.
For those that don't know, the Taylorville School District is looking at potentially building a fine arts auditorium and sports complex by the end of 2024, which, on terms of the fine arts section, would really help the fine arts kids perform musicals like Little Mermaid, which happened recently.
Right. Last week, Kathy Fergan does an excellent job. And what talent that our high school kids showed this weekend in Little Mermaid. And like I said, my hat's off to them. And they do need a place for they can perform. And probably the athletes are saying we need a field house so we can perform, indoor track. And we need space for more gymnasiums, with our volleyball and basketball teams both competing for the same gymnasium space. So I think it's much needed, and I hope the school district can come to some type of solution on both those projects.
Did you get to go see the Little Mermaid?
No, I did not.
Oh.
I had a meeting on Thursday night. Friday night, I could have possibly went Friday night. I stayed home and watched Illinois play. And then Saturday I went to the volleyball games, and so I've been to most of the plays the last few years, a couple musicals. Not last year because they didn't have one, but like I said, I heard Kathy Fergan did a great job, and my hat's off to her. I love it when people get involved with our school, our community, and things like that. I've preached that all along, and that brings you up. The Hall of Fame banquet's coming up April 23rd. I'm lucky enough to be inducted this year as a friend of Taylorville Athletics. And then the Tommy TV Awards, the Public School Foundation dinners next week. I believe this Saturday night, the 26th. That makes sense. And I'll attend that, and then the Tommy TV Awards and things. What exciting things that our school district provides for our community.
How do you feel knowing, or rather, how do you characterize the feeling that you get knowing that you are a Taylorville High School Sports Hall of Fame inductee?
Well, I just, tell you what, when they called me the other day, I just thought how great it was, and looking forward to it. I've been inducted with my team when I was a sophomore. Our 73 football team, and also our 74 football team is getting inducted this year also, along with former Taylorville Mayor Greg Brotherton. He's going to be inducted as a player on that team. And so I wish everyone in the class of 75, 76, and 77 to order your tickets for the Hall of Fame dinner and come out and support Taylorville Athletics.
And that is the most humble Hall of Fame answer I've ever heard. Any final thoughts here before you go here, Mr. Mayor?
No, like I said, I know the Methodist Church had a groundbreaking ceremony. I wish them well in their endeavors, building a new area to the church and things like that. We're having a skateboard park meeting Wednesday evening. So hopefully we can get the skateboard park off the ground. And like I said, things are looking up in Taylorville. The park district's working on a new pool and things. Hopefully that can come to fruition. And just like I said, we're trying to do something. We're waiting on that grant to try to do something to our downtown area. I know downtown Taylorville's doing a great job, and I know I better get off the air because I hear the music.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Have
Taylor-
a good day.
You too. Taylorville Mayor Bruce Berry.
Confirmation hearings for Supreme Court nominee Ketanji Brown Jackson set to get underway in about 30 minutes from now on Capitol Hill. Those hearings before the Senate Judiciary Committee. It came in